Hello and welcome everybody. This is Maurice Parker, part of the Maurice Parker channel. If you're new, subscribe below. We offer different content such as sports and more, including manga and any various topics that you guys like to discuss. Let's get into it. Today we are going to go over both game threes from the Eastern and Western Conference Finals. Let's get into the Western Conference Finals first, between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, this game was a definite must comeback win for the Timberwolves. Sorry, not Thunderwolves. Timberwolves. As you can see, it was clearly Anthony Edwards and willing his team to win. You had Josh McDaniels playing out of his mind. It was like a total group effort. Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, Mike Conley even did his little thing. I just think this game came down to the fact that they was not going to get embarrassed on their court, and they wanted to let me know that this game series is far from over, and they did a spectacular job of staying on the court when they're making the right plays, making the right reads, playing team basketball, playing at their pace. They was the ones who dictated the game, dictated the flow, dictated everything that had to go into the game to make it special. And honestly, that was inspiring for them to see, to basically say the series is not over, we could turn the tide. Although this is a fact, throughout their history, when they're down to 0-2, they had never won a series. They're 0-3 all the time, but things can change because just because something has happened in the past does not mean it can't happen in the future. On the other hand, for the Oklahoma City Thunder, this game was definitely a burnout. I think that they was feeling good going up 2-0 in their home court, and I think that unfortunately for them, I didn't think they anticipated the Timberwolves to play with that much ferocity that they did on both sides of the court. I think that after a while, to the second, third quarter, they knew that they probably was not going to win the game, but they still tried to fight and persevere in the end, and I commend that. And on that hand, just some nights it's going to happen in the NBA where you are dominant, and sometimes you just don't dominate as well. Nothing you can do about it. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, you did a good job. Chet Holmgren did a good job. I think that now just it's time for other guys to step up for them and see what they can do the next step to be successful. The series lead is 2-1. OKC is winning. As of right now, just recording the game probably has started for Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. So hopefully, hopefully we'll see who wins that game. Now to the Eastern Conference Finals, and this was one of probably the best comebacks I've ever seen between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers, because going into this game, Indiana was up 2-0, and at the half, it just looked like they was just blowing away. In the second quarter, I just felt as though, personally, that the game was over, but it should never be truly being over. So Reggie Miller, the Pacers lesson, said something as he was commentating on the game at halftime, and I had to agree with it, is the Pacers let the Knicks be in this game, because they was down 13 at the half. Then the third quarter, they start chopping the lead down. I mean, they was down at 20 points at one point. To come all the way back and win the game was spectacular. I mean, it just reminds you of Game 1 when the Pacers had came back to win the game. Karl-Anthony Towns played an amazing game, 20 plus. He really showed why he's a star. I mean, he came back with that ferocity to help them win the game. Jalen Brunson, they was in foul trouble. This was probably one of their finest moments as an organization to have came back and won the game the way they did. And I look forward to seeing how this competition between these two great teams, will go. Now, at the end of the day, I would just hope that we continue to get great basketball, great feedback. There's anything that makes the game fun, exciting for the next generation of Peep fans to enjoy. Hopefully, we're in for a great treat. I know the NBA Finals start, I believe June 5th is when the NBA Finals start. But this should be a great series. So with that, the Knicks are down. Indiana leads the series 2-1. Their Game 4 is going to be played tomorrow. Today is Memorial Day. I want to say, Happy Memorial Day. Thank you to all those veterans who served and everything else in our country. We appreciate everything you guys have done. Now, as that's being said, I wanted to thank everybody. We're almost to 3,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, and it's just been a treat and joy to watch you guys grow and progress with me as I grow. I thank you guys for taking time out your day to watch the content, listen to what I had to say in my little analysis on the game. More videos will be coming soon. I thank you guys for watching the Maurice Parker channel. Please stay tuned to the next one. We'll post it real soon.